Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is August the 11th already. I have to get my card in the mail to Miss Nancy. I thought I had it written on my hand and I washed it off. Kimmy James is over here peeking over the chair. They'll roll out this afternoon at 3. So their mama has to work, she has calls until 2. So after that, they'll be rolling on out. So we're fixing to swim after I film real quick. They're finishing up some coloring projects they've been working on in there. So thank y'all all for the fun comments about our slide video last week of Catch and I on the slide. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever got going that fast. It was hilarious. But we did get to go see, and I have the program over here somewhere. Yesterday we went to see Frozen, the musical. It was fabulous at Bass Hall there in Fort Worth. We had such a good time. We ate a nice lunch, and then we went to that. We went to see Mama yesterday morning, so they could see her before they go. So we have been crazy busy. I had everybody over on Wednesday night for Dax had to go back to school. You know, my great nephew had to go back to school on yesterday was his first day, and I'm not prepared for how grown he is, and that was hard for me. Shashu sent the pictures over and I was just like, oh my gosh. I do not know how it's possible, but it goes by really, really fast. So we have had, Catch was here on Monday and a little bit on Tuesday. I had my job interview on Wednesday. They said they would get back to me, but I got a thing for a background check. So I'm assuming I must be in the final running, at least if I got a thing for a background check. So I don't know. But, well, hi, Patty. Patty gonna get up here and just sit by me maybe. So that was Wednesday. So we've had all the things. This week has been full of all kind of stuff. So it hasn't been a lot of stitching. Oh, and before I forget it, when I mentioned Frozen, and I want to mention the beautiful bag you gave me. I use it when I go to musicals, and so I got to use it this week. And isn't it gorgeous? She sent it to me forever ago. And whenever I go somewhere fancy, I always use it. I love it. So thank you, Miss Ann. That is fabulous. Only 2 things got stitching this week. One was a new start. So I had a new start on, which I need this right here. Prairie Schooler Noah. He is the 1998 Santa. So it's not actually a Noah, it's actually a Santa, but. Let me put this over there. The girls have been stitching and coloring, and Ari's getting her a snack right now.
I'm getting me a snack.
You need string cheese? She's getting her string cheese. We went to...
Can I pour me a cup of tea?
Did you finish your milk?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can you reach it?
Faster.
Okay. There isn't a lot in the tea pitcher, so you should be able to pour it okay. Now that they're getting big, they're so self-sufficient. It's alarming. But like I said, I just got a little bit of a start on this guy. But like I said, we were having so much fun this week. So there wasn't a lot of stitchy time. But here he is. There he is right there. So you see he's adorable. And so I just got part of his outfit done, part of his jacket, I guess you'd call it. His big overcoat is all that I've got done. There's a little, there you can see the deer. So the deer is done, and then I'm going up and down, stitching up and down so that it will show the variegation the best that way. And then on his arm, I'll go side to side. So you see on his arm here, I'll go side to side on his arm here, and then these will all go up and down. So that'll give kind of a break and look a different direction than the rest of it. So he has been super fun to stitch. Of course, Prairie Schoolers are very straightforward stitching, so nice. I'm using Wicked Stepmother Strawberry Shortcake for him. Let's see if I can go it this way, maybe it'll show it better. There you can see the variegation in it. I love it. Annie may come in while we're filming. She's gonna be here in a little bit, so. She said, I can't come in where where you're gonna see me because I won't have makeup on today. I said, well, I'm sure you would be fine, but the camera is turned where you don't have to get on it unless you want to. So that is the 1998 Santa. He is my preschooler. I love him. He was a gift, a sweet gift, and I am enjoying the heck out of him. He was very good, kind of just for me to, I stitched on him started on him Sunday, I think. Sunday afternoon. After we went to see Meg, we went to see Meg 2. Y'all know I am a sucker for a shark movie. I love B sci-fi movies of any kind, but shark movies I adore. So we went to see Meg 2. James Williams fell asleep. I had to keep nudging him. But it was so cold in there. He's never cold. And it was so cold in there. He kept asking me because, okay, I'm that person at the movies. It's so too cold in the movies and it's so too loud. So I take a blanket and I take a sweater. So I have a bag that has a blanket and a sweater in it. And then I take my headphones like off your phone and I put them in my ears to kind of dampen some of the sound down because I am incredibly disturbed by loud sounds. So we're in there and then James Lewis goes, hey, can I have part of your blanket? And I said, y'all, I'm shameless when it comes to being cold. I said, no, you can't because I have it folded over double right now to keep me from freezing and I'm still nearly dying. So no, I'm sorry, you'll have to suffer through. So I am not nice. When it comes to being cold and him always saying he likes to be cold, I am not nice. He's gonna have to go on and die because I was not signed up for that. Yep, I was that mean. I was that mean a person. I was like, nope. Nope, I cannot. I was stitched on Halloween Rules a little bit. So let me see, I gotta get the long guy here for him. He takes the long piece of stuff. What do you need, baby?
I'm looking for a cup.
Is there not one on the top shelf in the dishwasher right there?
No.
There wasn't one?
No.
Okay, I haven't got that one unloaded yet, but you'll have to get your stool then and get you one right there.
Okay.
Or hey, look under the cabinet right there. That's where your thermosy ones are. Maybe you want to go ahead and get one going for when you go in the car today.
Yeah.
That might be a good plan. And then we'll just refill it with some good tea before you go. How about that? Did you find one?
I'm actually going to use these because I want these to make Florida with us.
What are they, baby?
The,
Oh, your squishy thermos.
Yeah.
I don't know that one's a good one to take in the car. We'll put them up on the cabinet so we don't forget them. I wouldn't put my thermos in that because if it was squishes in the car, it's going to spill on you. So we probably need to use a more solid option.
okay.
Okay? So we'll set them out right there to make sure we don't forget them, but we don't want them to spill on you in the car. Grandma Billy, Jana took her to see the Grand Canyon and they went through Vegas. And so Grandma brought them back some big giant glitter pens. Be careful with those, they have a sharp point. You got the cover on? Good job, thank you. And these collapsible drink water bottles. So that's what she was wanting to put the tea in, but let's not use it. Let's just take it home and use it at the house. This one got a good amount done on it. So I got this whole section right here. I had finished up Sit for a Spell and I think I just barely had a couple of stitches and Brew Some Fun right here. So you see I only have 3 left after Brew Some Fun. And then the next one is Greedy Ghost. So I should move this down a little bit. Brew Some Fun finished and had started on the border, the surround for Greedy Ghost. There we go. It is so dang cute. And one of y'all had asked, let me find it on here. Oh my gosh, I cannot find my own writing here. Here it is, at the very top. Salinity, the mummy on the Halloween Rules, he is supposed to have eyeballs. They're little buttons. None of these that have little buttons, like he hasn't had his on yet. There's little buttons on each one, but see that little jack-o'-lantern's eyes are buttons. Seems like something else has, oh, what else has, oh, the little, everything has little buttons on it for something, every little square. But I'm putting my buttons on very last and doing the kitty cat's nose. I don't know, I didn't like the color that it called for on my thread. It just didn't look right, so I don't know, we may or may not use it. But I finished Brew Some Fun. And because I wanted my hat to be purple, their hat was orange, and I wanted my hat to be purple. See, theirs was orange. So I just traded colors for the hat, and then I did the wand yellow, and then I just outlined it with the blue. And it has a button that goes on it. It has an orange button that'll be in the middle of the black band on there. But the other, I mean, there's buttons on every one. As you go, it has little buttons on each square. So it's coming along great. Let me see if I can get it all in. There we go. I'm loving stitching on it. I'm loving that I'm nearly finished. I'm down to 3. So this will be 3, 2, 1, and then I'll be done. This one is on 1, 2, 3 stitch. Several of y'all had asked about these. They are on 1, 2, 3 stitch right now. I don't know if your LNS will have them because they were printed a long time ago. So, and 1, 2, 3 stitch bought the rights from Lizzie Kate. So all their stuff, if it's not on there, should be on there eventually, but they do have them on there now. So this guy is so cute and such a fun stitch. I just loved it. Loved it. But I will love being finished with it. It was one of my 12 that I'm down to 3. So when I finish it, it will just be 2. So that one has been all the fun. And like I said, I got it done and set it down and stitched on the Noah. Why? I don't know why I picked it up and switched over. Because I probably could have finished the whole other thing. But stitching is a fickle hobby. I just do what I want. What is it I tell Pat Kenny? He's not the boss of me. My stitching ain't the boss of me either. Oh, and one of y'all wrote that the 1, 2, 3 stitch had the white floss. Glammy Bee. 1, 2, 3 stitch has the white floss thread back in. Floss thread back in. It's not available everywhere. Everywhere doesn't carry it, but they do have it. So you can go on there and get some to stitch with because it's one strand gives great coverage on white. So it is fabulous. Okay, then, we wanted to talk about this. I asked y'all to tell me what to do about my pink Sparrow, which way to do it. So it I didn't touch it at all this week. It just sat here all week long. But it came in about a tie as to whether to move the dog or not move the dog and just leave him with a no basket. So he's still hanging out there with me trying to decide what to do with him. But the colors, and I'll read them off real slow. I'll try to remember to write down a list next time and show a list. But it's Run, these are all Wicked Stepmothers. Run, Rudolph, Paper Roses, Figgy Pudding, Holly Jolly Christmas, and I guess you could slow this down and stop it each time. Autumn Sweater, Blackberry Winter, Green River, Lavender's Blue, Mrs. Brown, Barbie Girl, Harvest Moon, which I didn't get to go see Barbie yet. Y'all got to go see Barbie without me. Fallen Leaves, Woolly Swamp, and then Jolene. My good old girl's name and the dates and things are in the Jolene red. So that's the only thing on here that I did as an aside, as an off color as to what it had. And as you can see, I'm working on that quilt motif, which always is, here again, the diagonal stitching like the Quakers I struggle with. So, but I'm going to get it finished, nearly finished. So those are the colors. One of y'all had asked, Judy. So those, I will try to remember to write them out, but those are the colors that I used on it. And it has not got any love this week, but I did snatch it so we could go over the colors that I used for it. Now, I did get a little bit of haul this week that I'm fixing to show off. James Williams had seen these because of my continual searches. And so got them off Amazon. And they came as like a pack of 6. And I think Vanna has done nearly all these. They all came together. So I got this guy, Mill Hill. He is Santa Claus SF15. But he is so cute. There is Santa Claus SF13. Adorable. Here is Santa SF14. So adorable. 16. He looks more like actual Saint Nicholas with his little fancy hat. 17 is, I didn't even realize these were in sequential order till we did this just now. He's Kris Kringle. I guess they do have different names on there. Okay, the first one was Santa Claus. The second one is San Nicolo, which maybe is the Italian Santa. Father Christmas was 14. St. Nicholas was 16. This is Kris Kringle is 17. So you can see he has this kind of little Norwegian style stocking cap on. And then 18 is St. Nick and he has a little heart at the top of his little hat. He's so cute. So these are adorable. So these will be, of course, I don't know if I'll get them done by Christmas. I might could, but they're so cute and came like that. So that was a fun surprise this week to get those. Was super nice. And then I have on my fall stitching plans, this guy here, Spirits and Spells. I have not stitched this one and it is on my need to list. I have the Wicked Alphabet, which I even have fabric cut for it at the back. It is an old primitive needle chart that I've had forever. And I love it. So I will be getting it done. This one is Be Scary by Just Nan. It is so cute. I have to get it. It has these specialty stitches in it, so I'm super excited. Just Nan stuff is so fun with the specialty stitches and stuff for me. I love those. So cute. And then October Feast. Here we go. Right here. He's adorable. So I did try to, because it's been so hot. It's been 107, 108 here all week, which is a nightmare, but it is what it is. Yesterday when we were coming back from the musical, Micah said, "Oh my gosh, Mom, the Jeep says it's 108. Look on your phone and see what it says." And I said, "Oh, well, you're going to have to go and take that thing in and get it fixed. Because my phone just says it's 107. She was like, "Oh my gosh, Mama." But listen, a degree makes a big difference right now when you're in like melt mode. I'm trying to write down things as I go here that I might have forgot to mark down. I did not do the drawings today. I will say that. I'll do them next week. The girls are here, and so this is going to be super quick, and we'll jump on and off of here, and then we're going to go swim. We got to get our swim in before it gets much hotter. I did get an adorable card from Val from Northern Ireland, and it is so cute. I love this. Look at this. How cute is that? Beautiful places. Beautiful places. And I love the stamps. I always love getting a stamp from somewhere. A beautiful stamp from somewhere else. So it is so pretty. And now, okay, well, now we're talking about Northern Ireland. Audrey sent me these, some names. She said, "See if you can pronounce some of these names, these Irish names." Okay, I think one of them is Saoirse, Saoirse. I think I've heard that pronounced Saoirse. Niamh. My brain wants to say Neve just because my brain is crazy, but I want to say I've seen that somewhere and it was Neve, but I'm probably 100% wrong. Deidre, I think is Deirdre. Is that Deirdre? How y'all say that? Aine. I'm gonna say Aine. Okay, Grainne. Looks like Granny to me. But I wonder if it's something really pretty like Grania or Grania or something like our Danya was, but with a GR. And then Aoife. I was looking at the sources, so I'm gonna think that AOI makes an aw sound. Offie. Okay, Audrey, I know you're dying right now. So I'm gonna look these out when I get off camera and try to figure out, the girls and I will try to figure these out when I get off camera and try to figure out how to say them, because holy moly. Oh, Edith, happy anniversary on 8/8. And oh, anybody who sent me an email this week, I did not even open my emails. So I didn't get any mail done or anything. The girls and I have just been playing and doing fun stuff all week. So that will be for next week. I will get all those caught up and done. Nicole in Southern Alberta, Canada, she said they can usually get snow before Halloween. Normally, I'm the person who's saying heck no, techno, but for today, I'm gonna sign up for that. I'll turn the camera when we get ready so y'all can see how burnt up everything is in the back. It's just ridiculous. And now you'll be able to see where it waters up by the house, the sprinklers water, and then at the back of the yard where it does not, it's insane. It's hay, basically. And that's why we're in such a big fire danger, because the wind is blowing. We're having gusts up to 30 miles an hour, which when it quits in the afternoon, when that dies down, then of course it's even more scorching. But then when something flares and something catches, boy, that fire just goes, I mean, it's just crazy how fast it will travel across this burnt up ground. One day I'm gonna live somewhere where stuff ain't burnt up all the time in the summer. That's my dream, is to live somewhere. When we went up to Pennsylvania and places like that, it was so green. I don't think I could do y'all's winter. I don't think I could make it through. But in the summer, everything was just so green the whole time. Oh, I thought it was beautiful. And it was still August, and everything was looking beautiful and green. I was just shook by that. Okay, Jackie says she's going to the water park this week, and she says she don't think she's gonna be as brave as I am going down that slide. Okay, I am not brave, I am just crazy. I am just a nut. And I'm the person who's like, oh yeah, I'll try that. I'll try anything twice, is usually what I'll say. I'll try anything twice. Because it could be a fluke, good or bad, right? But let me see if I can find this real quick. This when we were in Jamaica, I jumped off the cliff at Rick's. And I'm gonna see if I can find on here real quick how tall it is. So it is not that I'm brave, it's just that I don't have no sense, okay? Let's see what it tells us. It tells us how high the jump is. I didn't realize the same family has always owned it. Let's see. Maybe they don't let you jump anymore? Oh, how high is the cliff? There is the 10 foot, the 25 foot, and the 35 foot. I think I did the 35, and the jumpers went off. There was some higher that nobody could go off of but the professionals. I know it wasn't the 10. It was the 25 or the 35, but I think it was the one at the top. I don't remember there being another level there. But anywho, it was giant, tall. And I jumped off there, and yes, you want to talk about an atomic wedgie. That was nuts. But it was super fun. It was something I'd never had the chance to do again, I didn't think. So I just did it. How cute. Look at that with a little melty ice cream on top. Is that a cake?
Yeah. It's
So-
Lily.
It's who?
It's Lily, see?
Oh, so is it a TV show or are you just naming them? Because y'all watched that TV show with Wilk. Is this off that TV show?
Yeah, but I just want to randomly name them.
You just, that's what I'm asking. So you just made up your names for them. Do you want to show them to everybody?
I want to show it to them when I'm finished.
Oh, when you're all done, okay. So we did get a few things done this week. This was us eating before we went to see Frozen, Kimi and I. Micah has more pictures, but I didn't get them shared on here yet. Mom was upset when we went to see Mama because she said she had not got her bed made yet, so she was early. So there we are. The girls got to see her yesterday before we went to the show. She's doing great. Here were Keely and Catch last Sunday. They had a big sheep show last weekend, so they were at the sheep show. And they did good. It was a big sheep show and they got third, so they did great. But we've had such a fun week. Here he is walking on Kimi's back. For whatever reason, he thought that was hilarious to do this week. He thought that was so funny to lay down and walk on her back. And then this is a picture of us sweating it out outside. And it's not very becoming, but we're all here sweating. But we ate Sunday night for Daddy's birthday. Most of us got to come, or a lot of us did, but there we all are. So it was Daddy's and Shadow's birthday. Shadow and them had been at, there's Shadow, my oldest niece. They had been at, they went to San Antonio and Fredericksburg. So they had been down there doing stuff. I also got other happy mail this week. Let me see if I can get this here. And I'm gonna try to show you this. This is beautiful. This came from Linda Biggerstaff. Linda sent me this beautiful note. And then she sent me now this is what it was meant, I guess, if you bought the cross-stitch Afghan, it came with this to make it this. So it has all these alphabets away around the border. It's, I think it's called Ann cloth, if I remember right. Teresa, I hear you out there correcting me if I'm wrong. Teresa keeps me on track about so many things, and that's a duty. Like a duty like a job and a duty like poop, because it's a hard thing to keep track of, y'all. It's just me. And then she sent this. I love it. This is the thing. She said somebody said if you did around the borders, try to do one a month, and then you leave the center for the last. I can see that, because then once you get the around the done, you know you'll go back and do the center. So I mean, in my mind, this is a project for years. But it is beautiful. She packaged it all up and sent it. It's so pretty. I love it. Love, love, love it. So thank you so much, Linda. I love it. She said her and her husband watch and laugh. And I'm telling you, somebody needs to be laughing, because you got to laugh or cry around here. It is always, if it ain't one thing, it's 50. Keely nearly had to kill one of his workers, because when something goes wrong on a crop and you have crop insurance, you still cut it down so you can start getting the stalks and stuff off, but you leave the test rows, you leave some test rows up. The insurance man will come and he judges by that and by your past experience how to pay out for your claim if it burnt up. And lots of things burnt up right now, right? Lots of things burnt up. And Keely's worker was not paying attention in the field and cut down the test rows. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. So pray that that goes well. Also pray for my cousins Robbie and Mike. Robbie is in the hospital with some sort of sepsis, and they can't figure out exactly where or what's going on. They're gonna have to move him to another hospital, because he's at a small hospital where they don't have the facilities or anything to treat or figure out what else is going on. So he's gonna have to be moved. And then my cousin Mike went to the doctor this week with congestive heart failure and stuff. So keep them in your prayers. Lisa, I'm still praying for your son. I think in 2 weeks he goes in. Isn't that right? 2 weeks, and then they'll do first surgery, and then they'll do chemo and radiation. So I am praying for him. And then Karen, I'll be praying for your husband. She had said he had a surgery on June the 2nd, and it just hasn't been anything but just complications since then. So I will be praying for him that he gets to feeling better. I'm just doing questions and comments as we go through while we're doing this, y'all, as something comes to my brain because I'm all over the place today. This is from Loretta, and she sent me this sweet package with this Noah. So there is still a list, but she had another one of these Noahs. So if you're interested in stitching the Noah, I think that there's still a list going here at the front of the book, but let me know if you want to do the Heartstrings Noah. It's been out of print a long time and is not available. No, Loretta, okay. Loretta sent it back to me. She was on the list. There's nothing wrong with me now. So, Carol Newey or Justine Dow, if one of y'all will holler at me, y'all are the next two on the list, and we will get this thing going, y'all. So she sent that back and then sent me these, y'all. These are so beautiful, and literally I want to put them in a glass frame so you can see both sides. And it doesn't, I can't find the year on here. I'm going to guess early 70s, late 60s. It just says, no, 73, 74, there it is. I'm looking in the corners and it's right up here. So this is January to July. And it tells you how to, look at those two adorable girls. You crochet those little pinafores, and then it has these beautiful patterns that you then go in and stitch these beautiful designs on there. So I love these. Thank you, Loretta. I love these. Have just made my whole day. This was, and I think I can fold this without showing. I'm sure it doesn't matter anymore. 1973. I'm sure you couldn't get enough of a copy of it, but it is a cushion, I'm assuming. Cushion cover, I'm guessing. I'm gonna fold it like this. But look how beautiful this is. And I mean, it is, what did it say they stitched it on? I'm assuming needlepoint canvas. Look how beautiful that shell is. That is so pretty. But y'all, just looking at the design, or I'll put it this way so you can see just how pretty even just the design is in and of itself. It's like a piece of artwork. Loretta opened these up. I had so much fun looking at these. This is the necessary room number 3, and it has a little toilet and a little sink and a little bathtub with flowers growing in them. And it's from, I don't see what year it is on here. It is so cute. Look at that. So you could just stitch it in little pieces, or you could stitch it all together as one. It is adorable. This is a flower loom project. It's a beautiful red, white, and blue. It makes me think of the bicentennial, but I don't know. There's beautiful, there's all kinds of projects in here. That one says it's flowers, butterflies, and birds. Look at these. Oh my gosh. These are beautiful, and they would be beautiful on a Christmas tree with the colors like Mexican pottery with the hot pinks and reds, and oh my gosh, I could do that all day long. This is Merry Sunshine, and I'm assuming you have some kind of a little loom it says you do these on. I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of, I know what a loom is. I don't know what kind of loom it is. These here, so cool. I've had the most fun looking at these tiny little flower arrangements. Look at these two guys here. They are so cute. I love them. And they're over here. Hang on. They say they're on page 3. That's another one of these guys here. And then this is the prettiest butterfly. How cute is that? And then a sampler of fancy flowers. And then this beautiful one on the back. And it shows these kind of multi-floor, mini floor, and square flower looms that you use to make these. And I love this. Loretta, I had so much fun with this. This is a cutout bib and earrings. And I made, and I should have brought those in here. Look how beautiful this woman looks. Here's the earrings. And here's the bib. I wanted to do a little close, and then I'll flip it up like this. How gorgeous is she with all that on, all that beautiful needlework. Here's a sweater, like an argyle kind of a sweater. I've just had so much fun looking at these. This fabulous vest. It was the September '69 issue of Woman's Day magazine that these came in. And I swear, I just want to like frame them and put them on the wall. They are so pretty. I mean, it is fabulous. And you can see that side. I mean, really, they would be beautiful hanging on your wall because they're gorgeous, just in and of themselves as pieces of art. This is a needlework out of McCall's Needlework and Craft magazine. Loretta, you just have no idea how much fun I had with these. This made me think of Lady Bird Johnson. I don't know why. When I looked at these, I immediately thought of Lady Bird Johnson and how she always looked so beautiful and classy and put together. And I could just see her wearing that. So beautiful. It looks just like her. So I had so much fun with these, Loretta. Thank you for sending them. She's still not feeling, she sent me this beautiful card and she's still not feeling great. She had those 3 strokes and she's been really sick the last year. And I hate that for you, Loretta. I really do, but I love that you're still stitching and hanging out and watching and doing sweet things for people like me. So that was wonderful to look through those this week. And I'm sure next week when I'm all in my feels and crying, I will definitely be looking at those some more. Let me see. Oh, Fig Skater. When I saw your name, it made me think Daylene's post this week. Daylene is so grateful, SEW, grateful. Like I said, if y'all don't watch her, you're missing out. She had figs, fresh figs this week off her tree, and I love figs. My grandparents had a fig tree, and then my grandpa would save me some of his fig Newtons out of his lunch every day. For whatever reason, of all the things he did, he had a big black lunch kit with a domed up lid that I wish to God I knew where it was because I would probably sleep with it. I loved it so much. But he carried it every day with his lunch. And he would carry a sleeve of fig Newtons in there. And we would be there on one day a week. And so when he would walk in, he would always have saved me some because I was the only one that liked figs like him. So I have a special place in my heart for fig Newtons. Okay, Kathy said that her husband and her got season tickets for each other for Christmas. And then so they had several fancy date nights a year. I love that idea. And she said then after her husband passed, that a friend of hers would always go with her. So I just love that. Okay, Jackie LG. She said she went down a water slide, and her top came undone. I think I've told y'all this before. I was at a party one time, and we had all come back from the lake, and we're all talking. And, you know, I'm always talking with my hands. And the fastener on my bathing suit broke. And it was, you know, the one in the back. So I just had on like a bandeau top like this, and it just busts. And literally it was one of those things where I looked down and I swear it was just standing out in space. Time had died, right? Time is just standing still. And the bathing suit is just standing out here in space in front of me. And then it goes all the way to the floor. I just walked out of the room and went and got a t-shirt. There was no use doing anything else. I was just like, But boy, I'm so glad that you are still close to your nanny and you still think about her and love her. That is the best. Dottie did tell me that the little hardware bowl, this, is still available at a lot of LNSs. So check your LNS for this little bowl if you want this. And one of y'all, oh, Kathleen, I did leave the little eagle off. I don't know. I thought he just looked a little scrawny. I didn't put him on there. So I did leave him off though. So but thank you for telling me, because I tell y'all all the time, if y'all see I've left something, please ask me, because y'all know I will. Becky, congrats on your grandbaby number 2. And Judy, I will try to remember to list the pink sparrow colors on there. Like I said, I'll do drawings from last week this week because I didn't get any mail done or anything this week at all. So, Kim, you want to come tell everybody bye? Let's see if she wants to come around. Aria, do you want to come say bye?
Yeah. I'm gonna get Patty.
Oh, you're going to go hold up Patty? Okay.
Can I also show them my
Oh, yeah, we're fixing to turn off. You want to come show them what you've been working on this morning before we swim? Look at that. It's so fabulous. And that's Lily and Aria. Oh, that is fabulous. I love the green and the blue eyes. Good job. You did great. And there's Patty. Here's Patty to say see you next Friday, right? That's right. Y'all have a happy Friday. And we're fixing to go swim. Enjoy your stitching. Bye.